Hole 1 here at Halo Disc Golf and Sports 9-hole disc golf course is a 247-foot par 3. As you can see, there are trees that line the left side of the fairway, and it is mandatory to play to the right of these trees. If your disc passes the tree line on the left at any point, you must play with a one-stroke penalty from where your disc went out of bounds. The play on this hole is a big sweeping righty hyzer or a lefty forehand. There is roll-away potential on the left side, so you don't want to come up short and roll away. But if you can throw a 247-foot spike hyzer, you can get yourself right down here in the circle and take your bird. Hole 2 here at Halo Disc Golf and Sports is short but tricky. It's a 205-foot par 3, and as you can see, depending on the line you take, you could have up to 100 feet of water carry. The pond, of course, playing OB, but you don't want to go too far as the basket is on this ridge with a steep slope behind it. Hole 3 here at Halo Disc Golf and Sports is the most technical tee shot on the course. Just 80 feet off the tee, we have these double mandatory trees. If you do not make the double mandatory, you play from where you missed with a one-stroke penalty. You get past there, and you have the OB pond on your left to worry about, and the beautiful low canopy of trees on this 222-foot par 3. Hole 4 here at Halo Disc Golf and Sports 9-hole disc golf course is a 197-foot par 3. Don't let this short distance allow you to become too overconfident, because precision and distance control are both necessary on this hole. You throw your drive just 20 feet past the pin and you're taking an OB stroke in the pond. You leave it short in this area and you're putting directly towards the water. Hole number 5 here at Halo Disc Golf and Sports is a par 3 that measures in at 223 feet. Depending on the line you decide to take, you could have up to 130 feet of water carry over this OB pond. If you don't make it across, play from where your disc went out of bounds. The most common route is this righty hyzer gap that the drone is flying through, but there is a left side hyzer gap as well as the straight shot through the middle if you are wanting to test your skills. Hole number 6 here at Halo Disc Golf and Sports 9-hole disc golf course is one of the longer holes, measuring in at 283 feet. This par 3 plays uphill the entire length of the fairway, which makes this basket quite a bit harder to reach than what your eyes are telling you off the tee. There is an OB fence on the left side, so make sure your approach shot or drive don't skip too far left of the basket. Hole number 7 here at Halo Disc Golf and Sports is a 268-foot par 3. Your tee shot on this hole plays uphill, but that can be quite a bit deceiving. As you can see, the hill flattens out and the basket is on a downslope on the other side. You don't want to come up short on this hole and land in the OB fence to the left side. If you do, you will take a one-stroke penalty and play from where your disc went out. Hole number 8 here at Halo Disc Golf and Sports is where you finally get to test your distance along with your accuracy. This 360-foot par 3 plays uphill for the majority of the fairway with an OB fence line on the left and an OB tree line on the right. Once you crest the hill, you can see that this pin is indeed a hanging basket, making this hole one of the harder twos on the course. Hole number 9 here at Halo Disc Golf and Sports is the shortest hole on the course, measuring only 185 feet. This short little par 3 is indeed reachable by most, but that doesn't always mean it is a gimme too. As we approach the green here, you can see that this hole plays as an island green with a 30-foot circle around the basket. Your drive lands inside the circle and you have a putt for the birdie 2, but you land outside the circle and you're putting for par with a 1-stroke penalty. Hit your putt and save your par, or take the bogey. Hole 1B at Halo Disc Golf Course is a 350-foot par 3. As you can see just off the tee, it plays slightly uphill, and as the hill flattens out, you see the building on the right and the Mando tree line to your left. You must play around to the right side of the tree line or take a 1-stroke penalty for crossing the tree line. As the hill flattens out, you can see it slowly slopes downhill and to the left where the basket is perched just on the downhill slope. If you can throw a 350-foot righty spike hyzer, you can get the 2 on this hole. Hole 2B at Halo Disc Golf Course is one of the most technical tee shots on the course. As you see, you must play down the center of the fairway with the Mando tree to your right. This 319-foot hole requires a big decision off the tee. Do you want to cross and play for the birdie, or do you want to lay up and play for par? As you can see, the basket is rested on a ridge where there is potential for a rollaway behind the basket. Hole 3B at Halo Disc Golf Course is the most challenging hole on the course. Measuring in at only 298 feet, this par 3 is much more challenging than it looks off the tee. For the first 175 feet, it plays uphill with a double mandatory between these 2 trees that you see here. After you cross the hill, there's a pond that's OB to the left, and the basket is perched under a low canopy of trees, making this hole a collector of OBs and missed Mandos. Hole 4B at Halo Disc Golf Course is a 276-foot par 3. As you can see, there is an OB fence line that lines the entire left side of the fairway. The play on this one is a shot that plays left to right but doesn't push too far. The downhill slope of this hole can make it play a lot shorter than you think. You don't want to come up long on this one because, as you can see, there's an OB pond directly behind the basket. Hole 5B at Halo Disc Golf Course is the shortest hole on the course. Measuring in at only 136 feet, this hole is very short but very technical. Playing slightly uphill off the tee, there is a low ceiling with thick woods to the left and an OB pond to the right. Hit your line and you're giving the basket an ace run. Miss your line and this short hole will show you its teeth. Hole 6B at Halo Disc Golf Course is a 222-foot uphill par 3. The uphill slope of this green, matched with the low-hanging branch off the tee, makes this hole play much harder and much further than you would think. With an OB fence line to the entire left side of the fairway, you definitely want to come up short on this one, but not too short, as you can see these branches hanging over the basket. Don't miss your putt on this one, or you could add an OB stroke. Hole 7B at Halo Disc Golf Course is a 298-foot par 3. As one of the more open holes on the course, the challenge on this hole is the undulation of the fairway. As you can see, the hole plays uphill for the majority of the fairway until the hill flattens out where the basket is perched. There is OB fence short and left on this hole, so distance control and accuracy are a must on this one. Hole 8B at Halo Disc Golf Course plays uphill just off the tee with an OB fence line to your left and an OB tree line to your right. This 287-foot par 3 flattens out with a few undulating hills in the fairway, and you are approaching a very tricky green here with a hanging basket under a low canopy of trees. A missed putt on this green can leave you with a very tricky comebacker. Hole 9B at Halo Disc Golf Course is a very tricky 240-foot par 3 where distance control and accuracy are a must. With a very challenging angle off the tee and a 30-foot island green around the basket, precision is necessary on this hole. Land inside the circle and you're putting for a 2, land outside the circle and you're putting for a par with a 1-stroke penalty.